Hey, so a family, today we're going to go through how to change your notification settings on the membership portal through Mighty Networks. So when you log in, you're going to come to this home feed section, which you should be pretty familiar with. This is where you'll be able to see the latest clips from Corey Rockwell, the upcoming NCAA webinar, and so on and so forth. When you come to this page, up here on the right-hand side, you're going to see your profile photo. You're going to go ahead and click on that profile photo. We're going to come down to personal settings here. You're going to come to this third option, notifications. And you're going to see several things here. You can see that you have options for email updates or mobile push. For those of you who have the mobile app, you might have this turned on. If you don't, I highly recommend turning that on because you'll get notifications similar to ways you're familiar with social networking apps like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. So those updates will show up from NYSOA directly on your phone, similar to, like I said, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, those types of things. For those of you who don't have the mobile app, or for those of you who have the mobile app but maybe want to get emails as well, you're going to want to make sure you turn on this email updates. You have a couple options down here. So you can get an email anytime something happens, when a member of the national board posts something on the feed, or you can do what's called a daily digest. And a daily digest, at the end of each day, you're going to get an update on maybe this one or two things happen. During season, there's going to be a lot more activity here on the feed. So for those of you who have busy inboxes, you might want to click on this daily digest item so that you can keep the email numbers down, but stay up to date with the latest happenings. As you scroll down, you also have the option to add desktop notifications. This is a newer feature for several of the websites, and it allows a notification to pop up in the bottom right hand of your screen a lot of times, and it's just going to stay active on your computer. So if you have your internet browser open, you'll get these notifications on your desktop. So that is an option as well to stay up to date. As we scroll down, we're going to kind of choose what you want to get notified about. So cheers on your stuff. That's for anything if you make a post and you want to know when people like your post, you can have that turned on. If you want to know about comments on something you post, we want to make sure you turn this on. If you want to know when someone comments after you, so let's say you comment on Corey's weekly clips and you want to know what other people are saying, we want to make sure we have this turned on. This @mentions we'll want to have turned on. This is similar to like if someone mentions you on Facebook, you're going to get a notification that you've been mentioned. You might get mentioned as we post articles. You'll definitely get mentioned, I'm sure, at some point with Corey's weekly clip analysis. He does a really great job of incorporating your guys' feedback and discussion into his analysis. Updates from your hosts. So that's going to be someone from the national board, such as Tori or Lance Van Heetsma or Ben Trevino. So you'll want to have that turned on to make sure you're staying up to date with their posts. Event updates to make sure you know what's going on with the webinars or local meetings or the annual general meeting, so on and so forth. And the list goes on and on. There's a lot of options here of what you can and don't want to be notified about. So feel free to go through this list for your personal preferences. As we scroll back down underneath the notification types, you're going to see space notifications. Many of you have only a couple of spaces. You're probably in your local chapter. Maybe you're a member, an active member of one chapter, and you visit a second chapter quite often, and so you're a member of two sections. Maybe you're in the National Referee Program, or you're an assessor. Those would be some reasons why you're a member of several spaces. here you can see on our NYSOA National account, we are in quite a few groups. But you'll want to choose which spaces you'd like to get notifications from. So if you are a member on the membership portal for chapter A, but you don't really go there very often, you just kind of like to see what's going on, what they have going on in their chapter, feel free to turn that space notifications off so that you're not getting a whole bunch of emails or push notifications about things that aren't quite relevant for you. But you'll want to make sure your local chapter is turned on. And then any events that you're attending, we put you into a space as well for coordinating logistics, sending out last minute reminders. If you're a member of one of those groups, you'll want to make sure that you have those event groups turned on. Like I said, you can see that we're a member of several groups, but that's going to be different for each person to person. And that's how you change your notifications. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and let us know if you have any questions. Bye-bye.